Is shooting becoming a new norm? Should people be going into a relationship with the expectation that things might fall apart? If they fall apart, when should we pull the plug? When do we draw the line? Let's discuss that today on our Space Burn Unit. How long should we stay in triage after being burned by the ones we love? About a month after the breakup, I'm starting to see it clearly. Me and my girlfriend, 8 years, split up last month. It's been a difficult couple of years for our relationship. There was infidelity, couples therapy, depression, trust issues, etc. that plagued our relationship during the last half of our relationship. I definitely broke her trust by lying repeatedly, but I never stepped out of the relationship. We were best friends the year we got together. Good friends for years before that. I told her all of my past. My history of being cheated on and being second best in relationships. My trust issues that leveled my self-esteem, etc. She still cheated on multiple occasions. She had crushes on our mutual friends. I'm back at square one with my trust issues, but I learned a lot in the relationship. For one, I'll be more aware of red flags going forward. I won't let my love blinders keep me from seeing something that is problematic and calling it out. I'll be more assertive in what I want out of my significant other and communicate that better. I won't be the last person to find out that my partner is being unfaithful. This relationship also broke my optimistic view on love. I won't view the next person I date as my soulmate, but rather a potential soulmate. Love takes work. It's not a guarantee. I can't claim someone for life without putting in the work to build that love over time, letting it evolve and grow as needed. As previously stated, I'm back at square one with my trust issues. I've clawed my way back to trusting before, so I can do it again. This will take work on my part in soul-searching, but I will get there. If you're reading this and you've been cheated on before or recently, just know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Trust issues can be worked out. It just takes diligence and self-love. Don't blame yourself for being duped or staying in a relationship too long. You had good intentions, and some people aren't meant to be faithful. We have to find the people who will be faithful without fail. The only way to do that is to patch yourself up and get back out there. Happy healing, everyone. It's definitely hard to trust after experiencing betrayal like that. What would it take for you to trust someone? Does trust have to be earned? Let us know in the comments below. Update. The audacity of this woman. She cheated on me multiple times. I finally got the courage to tell her she's gotta move out. She's been standing at the house for 21 days since I told her she's gotta go. She keeps mentioning that I have other places I could go and stay with family, and it wasn't fair to kick her out because she has to move back in with her family in an uncomfortable situation. Why would that be something that bothers me anymore? She's made her decision to step out, and now she's facing the consequences of her actions. I can't keep taking blame anymore for crap she does. Your actions are on you, dude. No one put a gun to your head and told you to be a hussy. You decided, and now I'm deciding to stay here alone. Actors have consequences. I hope she gets the self-awareness to realize that all of this is on her and her alone. If you only have one person who's supportive in life and you kick that out from under you, whose fault is it when you face plant? Edit. Just wanted to address that we rent month to month. Evicting her is probably not an option. I'm going to talk to my landlord to see if he can evict her. Wish me luck, everybody. Update. She started moving out on her own. She was mostly packing while she has been here for the last month. It's a breath of fresh air with every box and item of furniture she moves out. I'm reclaiming my space. I can't wait till everything has moved out, and I can start a deep clean of my house. With every day she's becoming less and less of my problem to deal with. Thanks for the advice and listening to me vent, everyone. Here are a couple comments from the community. Careless Welder 4048 says don't fall for this trap. Don't feel bad for her. She made those decisions by herself. Theras chimes in. She has to move back in with her family in an uncomfortable situation. So she'd rather make you feel uncomfortable? Diligent Permission 3 says, Just go to Home Depot and get some garbage bags and pack her crap and put it out on the porch and change the locks. And go no contact and be done with it. Update on the progress. Why are you making all these positive changes after we broke up? It made me want to ask why she didn't wait for me to change before finding someone new. I realized I had an issue with my ADHD, so I got treated. I've noticed that I clean more, play less video games, and have a more active lifestyle after the breakup. It's almost like dealing with the emotional stress of a stagnant and dying relationship has a negative effect on someone's mental health. Go figure. I have put so much time and energy in trying to repair a relationship that she didn't care about. This breakup got me to the point to reach out for help, and I'm glad I did. I'm a changed man, and she can't help but think of my actions changes as a slight against her. This is no longer my problem. You may be reading this while in a relationship with a cheater or fresh out of a relationship with someone who stepped down. I just want you to know that things have a way of working themselves out. You don't deserve to be someone's second choice. You have value and deserve better than how they treated you. Keep working on yourself and you will find the positive eventually. Life goes on. Let's get a quick comment from the community. Case in Lim says, I feel you. It's actually crazy how I literally got in touch with who I am again after cutting that person loose. It's mad. I'm finally having chill conversations with my children like the person I know I am rather than the broken down human being from before. Sometimes we have to go through situations like this to really see that who we should be putting first and taking care of is ourselves. I could be in a relationship when we ourselves are falling apart. We can't be there for someone when we can't be there for ourselves. What do you think? Up next, karma can be your best friend or your worst enemy. My ex looks terrible, and I'm secretly happy about it. It's been about 3 years since bomb dropped, a little over a year since divorce was final. My ex married his affair partner a month after our divorce. Think the affair started 8 months to a year before D-Day, but I'm not sure. Recently, I saw several pictures of my ex-husband via social media. I don't follow him, but because we share contacts, I saw them. He looks horrible. He's gained a lot of weight and looks older. My therapist thinks it's either alcohol or cortisol weight gain. Interestingly, one of the reasons he gave me for leaving me was that I wasn't athletic enough for him, so it's kinda surprised me to see him looking so unhealthy for him at least. He was always very fit. Seeing him this way has actually brought me some joy. I know that is awful and vengeful, but I can't help it. I do think karma may be a work here. Nothing good comes from destroying another person for your own selfishness. I've done nothing venture towards him. In fact, I've been nothing but reasonable and drama-free. So I know for a fact that his current state has nothing to do with me. I'm more indifferent towards him now, but I don't feel I will ever forgive him. So maybe that's why I feel some joy with the possibility that he's miserable or depressed. I'm finally in a place where I'm ready to explore dating again, and I'm healthier physically and emotionally. It's been a difficult road, but I've made a lot of progress. So I hope he's seeing pictures of me looking great and happy again. Now are some community thoughts and responses. Significant Aries 1729 says he probably realized the grass ain't greener. I think you have a normal human response to seeing him down bad. I would be happy as hell. I'm glad you've picked yourself back up to get back out there. Good luck. Libertron chimes in. The person I was married to had aged like 10 years last time I saw her, a few months after we split while we were finalizing the divorce. It made me a bit sad, actually. I used to think she was gorgeous, and watching her looking like crap made me realize just how much had been thrown away for no reason. The truth is that no great love story never be built on top of the suffering of another person. I don't think it was a matter of stress or being unhappy with the affair partner, but that she was a narcissistic individual, and these people are the very definition of energy vampire. When I was with her, I kept deteriorating while she kept looking younger through the years. Now out of that relationship, my energy has come back and I'm starting to recognize myself in the mirror again. These people end up in many cases with the fair partners who are the same energy vampires as them. So they end up depleting each other off. Professional row 605 has this to say. My ex fell completely into their alcoholism. Since her fair partner wasn't aware of it, they just enabled her. So within the first year, she lost her job, her psychiatrist, her anti-anxiety-led source, and she started to have pancreatitis and ulcers. She gained a bunch of weight and her face looks constantly bloated. She also became unable to handle being around her son, so I was able to get full custody. I try hard not to take joy in her issues. Though I did take joy in saying she isn't my problem or responsibility when people came to me asking me to fix her problems as I did when we were together. Big Bed Booty Daddy 10 says, this is where my future business would go into effect. You pay me $5 a post as a stranger, one word on his picture. The post would be a simple yikes. Trust me. That will F with him. A Sterling McDonald has one more reaction. My ex-wife gave birth to 3 of my kids, well at least 2, and a third while we were still together and is supposedly biologically mine. And bounced back each time. She then got pregnant from affair partner number 3, a homeless dude who used to sleep next to the dumpster in her parking lot. I was uncomfortable at the idea of her having this person around my kids, so I had a background check run. Turns out, he was a convicted pedo with an active warrant for breaking his parole. I tipped off the cops and literally within a few minutes of his arrest, I called and told her about his history. She was horrified. Took the last couple of months of that pregnancy really hard. Ended up giving the baby to her brother and sister-in-law, teasing people who'd always wanted a baby but couldn't have one, and blew up like a balloon, just completely stopped taking care of herself in any way. It's been about 3 years since then, and she's only gotten worse than that time. Just zero visible self-care at all. At this point, my goal is total indifference. So I do really try not to gloat, but there's definitely a little petty part of myself that still feels a deep sense of satisfaction when I notice it. The thought that cheaters can be energy vampires and feed off the person they're with is an interesting one. Perhaps cheaters do feed off of their partners in a way because they're so unhappy with themselves that they need to put the other person down just for some type of ego boost. Perhaps they feel undeserving of who they're cheating on and project that onto their partners. Either way, it does seem like justice when you see the person who betrayed you really struggling while you're totally flourishing in your new life without them. When it's all said and done, they don't have anyone to face but themselves. There's no one to project their ugliness onto. Thoughts? Lastly, someone's normal might be another person's nightmare. Some people told me it's normal to cheat while you're in a marriage. I am emotionally and physically cheated by my husband. He confessed that he likes the affair partner made out with her. No sex as far as I know based on their texts. Many times despite me giving him multiple chances. Some of the people that I confided in are friend 1, 29 male single, friend 2, 50 female, married with 4 kids, and brother, 31 male, married with 2 kids. Friend 1 told me it's normal to physically cheat on your spouses. He has had one-night stands with married women before. Friend 2 told me husbands normally have a phase where they are just playing around but the relationship never got serious. Unfortunately, for me, I found out about it. She thinks ignorance is bliss. My brother acknowledged that he himself had intimate relationship, but not with a female friend while my sister-in-law was pregnant with their first child. He said, it's normal for spouses to get attracted to another person, especially in the case of husbands, when they get the attention of a more pretty and young woman due to wives not being attentive as they were before being pregnant. When I told him that my husband or soon-to-be ex and his affair partner also did physical things, he said, yes, it's wrong, but it's normal. According to him, what makes this situation different than mine is that once he was confronted by my sister-in-law, he immediately stopped. If your sister-in-law didn't give me a second chance, then we wouldn't have the second child. I.e., have the perfect family. I haven't decided the chance to speak with my sister-in-law yet. I'm interested to know her side of the story as well. Anyway, it is a really disappointing and shocking to hear. Is it really normal? Yes. I'm in the process of managing my emotions and trauma. I'm seeing a psychiatrist. My main concern now is delivering my baby safely, plus getting a calm and stress-free confinement period. At the same time, have to think of a new living arrangement, how to break the news to my parents about the situation, custody, etc. It's exhausting, and I feel so broken. DG Slingshot has some advice. Something can be common without being normal or okay. Drug addiction comes to mind. Suicide, both common, but not okay. Not sure what normal actually means, but I'm not sure that's particularly important. It needs to be addressed and corrected, not accepted. The op replies, thanks for your comment. I agree with your last sentence. When these people are saying to me it's normal, they kinda expect the betrayed to just accept cheating. Plus, my brother actually told me to pass this message to my husband. Crap happens. What the F? Nancy Levincy says, what the F is right? What is wrong with your brother? My brother and I don't have the best relationship, but as soon as he got a whiff of my husband cheating or even flirting with other women, he beat the living daylights out of him because he knows it's wrong. Pass along to your brother that the internet thinks he's an imbecile. JameLegend22 wanted to say is not normal. You just found 3 people, 2 of which actively participate in fidelity, and another victim of infidelity who just took it. Cheating isn't normal, ever. Op replied, yeah, 3 out of 7. The rest are absolutely against what happened, but to hear some people thinking cheating is normal is very, very shocking to me. Like the betrayed is just supposed to accept and move on. Yeah. Based on the comments, I think normal isn't the right word here. And people should never be complacent. Don't accept anything less than you deserve. Everyone deserves their chance at happiness. And if someone is trying to destroy that or ruin that for you, then they aren't for you. Here's your reminder that there is a beautiful world out there with extraordinary people. What do you think? Is cheating normal? Should it be something we expect to happen in a relationship? And thank you for joining us today on our space. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next video. We'd hate for you to miss it. Until next time.